Concrete Gems Crochet, and today I want to show you how to make a really cute little robin decoration. So this is part of my Woodland Advent Calendar and I'm using it today. I'm going to show you today how to make the robin, which is a very small little decoration about this size, and it hangs on the Advent Calendar as one of the decorations. There are 24 in total, so you can make them all as part of the Woodland Advent Calendar. I'm using Scheepjes Catona. It's 100% mercerized cotton, and you get 50 grams in and 125 meters per ball. For the robin, you'll need 4 different colors. So I've got hazelnut, number 503, rust, number 388, jet black, number 1110, and snow white, 106. Obviously, if you don't want to make the Woodland Advent Calendar, that's perfectly fine. You can use it for anything. It makes lovely applique, great for a card or a little Christmas decoration. You'll also need a 2.5mm hook, some scissors and a needle, which is just here. Okay, so let's get started. We're going to start making the body. Okay, let's start with the white, making the body. So we're going to make a magic ring first. So I wrap my yarn around my finger like that, oops, cross it over. Then I'm going to wrap my yarn around my finger as if I was crocheting already. Insert my hook into the loop and grab the yarn, pull it through and chain 1 to secure. And we're going to work 6 single crochets into the ring. So you just insert your hook into the ring, grab the yarn, pull it through, and then yarn over and pull through too, until you've got 6 single crochets. Okay, and then we tighten the end to close the hole. For round 2, we're going to be working 2 single crochets into each stitch around. So just go straight into that first stitch with 2 single crochets, and then continue working around, going into every stitch twice. All the way around. So this is increasing it, and you'll have 12 stitches by the end of this round. Use a stitch marker to mark the first stitch of the round so that you don't get lost and lose count if you're not used to this technique. Okay, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. That's my 12, sorry, off the screen for my counting. Right, so round 3, we're going to carry on increasing. So we're going to make a single crochet in the first stitch, and then we're going to make 2 single crochets in the next stitch. Okay, and we carry that repeat around, so 1 and then 2, and keep going. Round 4 is similar, so we carry this round on until we've got 18 stitches by the end of the round. So 1 in the next stitch and then 2 in the next stitch. And then for round 4, we're going to do a single crochet in the next 2 stitches and then 2 single crochets in the next stitch. So single crochet in 2 and then 2 single crochets in the next, and carry that one around. So I'll see you when you've finished around number 4, and you'll have 24 stitches by the end of that round. Okay, so that is now the end of round 4, as you can see, and I've got 24 stitches. Now round 5 and 6 are the same, so we are going to, well, not the same, but following the same pattern. So single crochet in the first 3 stitches, 1 single crochet into each, and then we do 2 single crochet in the next stitch. Okay, so 3 for this round, 1, 2, 3, and then 2 single crochets, and by the end of round 5 you'll have 30 stitches. And then we move on to round 6, which is 4 single crochets, so single crochet in each of the next 4 stitches, followed by 2 single crochets, and by the end of that round you'll have 36 stitches, and then you can fasten off the body. Okay, let's now move on to making the red breast. We start by chaining 5. So pop a slip knot on your hook first, like so, and then chain 5. Okay, then we are going to single crochet in the second chain from the hook. I like to go into the back bumps, but you don't have to. Then we're going to do half double crochet in the next chain. So yarn over first, insert into the stitch, yarn over and pull through, yarn over, pull through 3, sorry, can't count. Then we do a double crochet into the next chain. So we yarn over, insert in, pull through a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay. Then we are going to do 5 double crochets into the last chain. Okay, so whoops, you can see it's a bit fiddly. That's 1, that's 2, that's 3, that's 4, make that end out way, and 5. Okay, so you can see it kind of turns around the top of the thing there. Can't think what it's called, never mind. Right, we're going to turn and we're going to work back down this side. I mean, we've kind of naturally turned by working around the top, but you can see that we're working now down the other side. And we're going to do a half double crochet in the next chain. And it's uneven to last time, but that's correct. Then we do a single crochet in the next chain, like so. And then in the last stitch we're going to do, last chain, we're going to do a half double crochet, and then a double crochet, another double crochet, squeeze them all in, whoops, maybe not, if you're like me. Oh dear, keeps slipping out. Right, another double crochet, yes, got it, and a final half double crochet, if you can get it to pull through. Okay, and then we're going to slip stitch into the first stitch, which was this single crochet here, to join. Can you see that? Seems too bright and too dark all at once. Okay, so that is the red breast. So then we're going to fasten that off, and we can leave the ends ready to sew it on to the body. Okay, let's move on to making the head using the brown colour now. So to do that we're going to chain 17. So I've put a slip knot on my hook, and we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 chains. Then we're going to slip stitch in the second chain from the hook. So I like to work in the back bumps, I think it's a bit neater. Just slip stitch there. Then we're going to single crochet in the next chain. It's very fiddly to see. Like that, single crochet in the next chain. Then we're going to do 2 half double crochets in the next chain. So yarn over, insert into the chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all three, and another one into the same chain. Okay, and then we're going to do 2 double crochets in the next chain. Okay, so again, yarn over and insert into that chain, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and the same into the same chain again, another double crochet. Okay, then we do 2 double crochets into the next chain. 1 and 2. Oh dear. And we're going to do 2 trebles into the next chain. So we wrap our yarn around the hook 2 times, insert into the chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, 3 times, and we're going to do 2 of those. Okay, and then the next chain we're going to do 2 more trebles. 1, 2, 3, and again. Okay. And then we're going to double crochet into each chain until the last chain now. Keeps curling up, which makes it no good for you to see at all. But just work your double crochets into each chain until you get to the last chain. And then we're going to make a treble in the last chain. Okay, so we're nearly there, I think. A few more to go. Double, 2 more doubles, and then we've got 1 final treble to finish it off. Okay, so now a treble, and then after that we're just going to fasten off, and we can leave the ends because we can use those for sewing on to the body in a moment. Okay, so now we can move on to making the wing. We use the same brown yarn, and we're going to make a magic circle. If you don't know how to make a magic circle, I've got a YouTube tutorial on it, which makes it really easy. So for round 1 we're going to do 6 single crochets in the magic circle. So insert your hook into the ring, grab the yarn and pull through, yarn over and pull through 2. And you'll see how quick it is once you get into it. So that's 6. I'm just going to tighten the ring now. Pull that to tighten it. For round 2 we're going to work 2 single crochets into each stitch around. So that getting into that first stitch is a bit fiddly, so this is exactly like we did for the body, round 2 of the body. And we just keep working into each stitch. Like so, and you'll end up with 12 stitches at the end. Come nearly there. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. There we go, 12 stitches. So that's the end of round 2. Right, round 3. We're going to make 2 double crochets into the next stitch. So yarn over, insert your hook, pull through a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. 2 it was, so that was 1. That's 2 double crochets. Then we're going to do 2 double crochets in the next stitch. Then we need a half double crochet in the next stitch. And a slip stitch to finish off. Okay, and that is your little wing. So we are going to fasten that off now, and you can leave an end for sewing onto the body. So we've got a few little pieces coming together now, and we are going to move on to the beak, which we make using the black yarn. This is a very straightforward and simple. If I can find the end of the yarn. That's the trickiest bit. So all we're going to do is put a slip knot on our hook. We're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. We're going to slip stitch into the 3rd stitch from the 3rd chain from the hook. And that's it. And we fasten off. And that's created the beak. Okay, just like that. Then we have got the foot to make. So again, using the black. Ends now. Again, using the black, we are going to put a slip knot onto our hook. And we're going to chain 6. And it's hard to see with black, but it needs to be black. So we're going to slip stitch into the 3rd chain from the hook. 1, 2, 3. So that's that one. Oops. Oh dear. Okay, and then in each of the remaining chains. So that's the 3rd chain for this one rather than the 2nd chain as you would normally, and that just creates the foot kind of turning around, if you can see that, like that. So that is the foot, and we can fasten that off. And now we're about ready to assemble everything. Okay, so we've got all our pieces now ready, and we are going to sew them all on. So I'll just show you where they're going to go. Oh, they're all tangled into each other. And then you can go away and sew them on yourself, okay? So I like to put the seam at the top so that it's out of the way. And then the red breast is going to go on that side like that. Then you've got the body, the brown back of the bobbin, so that's going to sit over there like that. Your wing here, oh, sorry about that, your wing is going to go there, and your foot obviously is going to go at the bottom, and your beak is going to go there. So go ahead and sew all of those pieces in place, and then I'll show you how to do a French knot for an eye. Okay, so there he is. I'm just now getting my black yarn and threading on, oh no, splitting the yarn apparently. So we're going to create an eye. You don't have to do this. He kind of looks quite cute without it, to be honest. We're going to make a French knot. So turn it over and weave in your yarn somewhere near where you want the eye to be. Okay, so I think the eye's going to go in this space here. So we poke our needle up first. That's it, put it through, and then we're going to just go through one little stitch like that with the needle, push it halfway through, and then wrap your yarn a couple of times around the needle and then pull the needle through like this. Ooh. There you go, and keep pulling it until it's tight, so it creates a little knot, and then you go back down the stitch just behind the eye, and hopefully you could see all of that. That creates the eye, and there you have it. He is super cute. Just weave that end in and chop it off, and here's your robin. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you're going to see the rest of the Woodland Advent Calendar hanging decorations and the actual haul hanging as well. And I'd love you to join me in the crochet along that's running in October and November. Apart from that, thank you very much for watching. Find all the information below, and I will see you again soon for another tutorial from Concrete Gems Crochet. Bye for now.